Former Zambian ambassador Emmanuel Mwambe has raised concerns over President Hakainde Hichilema's upcoming visit to New York, suggesting that the trip may expose the head of state and his delegation to potential embarrassment. Mwambe's critique centers on what he perceives as a pattern of diplomatic missteps and a lack of adherence to presidential protocol, particularly in the context of international engagements. His remarks come amid growing scrutiny of Hichilema's foreign travel choices, including his preference for staying in luxury hotels rather than utilizing the official presidential residence, a decision that has sparked debate within Zambia's political and media circles. According to Mwamba, the optics of the president's travel arrangements, especially in high-profile destinations like New York, could undermine Zambia's image on the global stage. He argues that such decisions reflect a broader disconnect between the presidency and the expectations of statecraft, suggesting that Hichilema's administration may be prioritizing personal comfort over institutional representation. This critique gains weight in light of previous controversies surrounding the president's international trips, which have often been framed by opposition figures as extravagant or poorly timed, given Zambia's economic challenges. Mwambe's statement also touches on the symbolic implications of presidential conduct abroad. In his view, the presidency is not merely a personal role, but a national institution that must embody dignity, restraint, and strategic foresight. He warns that any deviation from these principles, especially in a city as politically charged and diplomatically dense as New York, could result in reputational damage for both the president and the country. The ambassador's comments suggest that Zambia's foreign policy posture under Hichilema may be overly reliant on Western approval, potentially at the expense of regional solidarity and domestic credibility. This critique aligns with a broader narrative emerging among Zambian commentators who question the president's emphasis on international visibility. While Hichilema has been praised abroad for his reformist rhetoric and engagement with global institutions, critics argue that his domestic record remains uneven. Issues such as youth unemployment, inflation, and public sector unrest continue to challenge his administration, raising questions about the balance between external diplomacy and internal governance. Mwambe's remarks also invite reflection on the role of protocol in presidential diplomacy. In many African countries, the symbolism of the presidency is tightly linked to tradition, national pride, and institutional continuity. Deviations from established norms, such as bypassing the presidential lodge or altering ceremonial practices, can be interpreted as signs of instability or disrespect for national heritage. In this context, Mwambe's warning about potential embarrassment is not merely about logistics, but about the deeper meanings embedded in diplomatic representation. Moreover, the ambassador's critique underscores the importance of strategic communication in managing state visits. With global media and diplomatic observers closely monitoring leaders' movements, any misstep can be amplified and politicized. Mwambe suggests that Hichilema's team must be more deliberate in crafting the narrative around such trips, ensuring that the president's engagements reflect Zambia's strategic interests and institutional dignity. In conclusion, Ambassador Emmanuel Mwambe's cautionary message regarding President Hichilema's visit to New York serves as a pointed reminder of the complexities of presidential diplomacy. His concerns highlight the interplay between protocol, symbolism, and strategic communication in shaping Zambia's international image. As the president prepares for his engagements abroad, the stakes extend beyond personal comfort or logistical choices. They touch on the very essence of national representation and the credibility of Zambia's leadership on the world stage.